Today's video is a special one. We're going to talk about my journey to becoming six-figure funded, why I got started in day trading, who my mentors were, what I learned from them. So let's get into it. So even though it took me 4 months to get funded, the actual reality is that this was the result of 4 years of learning and chart time and day trading my own personal funds before that. It's not like I started day trading for 4 months and I got funded. It wasn't the case for me. Okay, so I just saw this little kind of a cafe area. I want to see if they have fresh coconut. Hello, sir. You have coconut? Nukuyua? Okay, come on. So the gentleman said it's 50,000 VND to get one of his chairs, which is like $2. Man, this place is awesome. I'm gonna come back for sure, because look at this beach. It's a nice beach. They got umbrella and chairs. You get in the water. Over there, they got some showers too, but I'm craving some coconut. Let's go. There's also a little cafe restaurant next door. Oh, it's a nice looking place. All right, and here is the fresh coconut. But I must say though, from all the countries that we've been to, Vietnam has the best coconuts in the world. I mean, they're sweet, filled with water, and really, really refreshing. So my journey in day trading started in 2020, right around when Corona hit. And at the time, I was doing e-commerce. As I'm sure you know, the world was very uncertain. No one knows what was going to happen. A lot of my suppliers that were fulfilling my e-commerce orders, they were closing down due to the restrictions, people not being able to work. So things were shutting down, and I was starting to get concerned about what could happen next. So that's when I started looking into day trading. My thinking was that if this thing lasts for many years, the market is still going to be open. Whether the market is going up or the market is coming down, it's still going to be open. So I thought that by learning how to day trade, this was going to be a tool for me to potentially do if things go bad with e-commerce. So the first thing that I did was look for a mentor. So I started going on YouTube, watching different trading videos, and my whole intention was to find somebody that I resonate with, that I want to learn from. And that person was Kunal Desai from Bulls of Wall Street. I joined his community, I learned from him, I joined his bootcamp. Kunal is the person that I learned the basics of day trading from. Everything from learning how to read the chart, to the technical analysis, to the different time frames, how to read a candlestick chart, EMAs, VWAP. Having that structure really helped me because my attention was not all over the place, and I was learning from one person who was successful, and I think that really helped build the foundation of day trading for me. So one of the main things that I learned, Kunal, besides obviously all of the foundational stuff, was that you don't need to trade all the time. You want to wait until there is a momentum in the market and trade that momentum. And to this day, I'm a momentum day trader. All right, real quick, guys, before we get back to the video, I wanted to give a shout out to 𝗥𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘𝗏, who has the first comment in our channel. My man, 𝗥𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘𝗏, I appreciate your comment and I wish you all the best in your journey in trading. And guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This channel is all about documenting our journey, helping each other, becoming a better trader. Definitely subscribe, join the family. We are on our road to 1,000 subscribers. We are getting there, guys. We have 16 subscribers as of today. So definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And in the comment section, I love to hear about you. Learn about your trading experience and also where you are watching from. Let's get back to the video. At the time, I was trading US stocks with my personal funds, and I ran into a few issues. For one, I was often in Asia, so that means that US Open would be around nighttime in Asia, and a lot of times I'll be trading till 2 or 3 in the morning. The next thing was trading equities. There was a lot of slippage and there was a lot of gaps. Because the market is not open throughout the day, there would be a gap between the time the market closed the previous day and the time it opened in the morning the next day. So there'll be a big gap in price that would kind of make it hard to analyze. The next thing was that when I was taking a trade, there would often be a slippage. So when I would press the buy button, the fill price was not necessarily where I wanted it to be. So that would also cause me issues with my risk management. With those reasons, I realized that I needed something else. There should be another asset class that would work better for me. So as I was researching other asset classes, I came across my next mentor, who is Oliver Velez. Now, Oliver is all about pure price action. So what he likes to do is look at candlesticks and see what they're saying. So one of his famous teachings is elephant candles, which is basically a big fat bar, whether it's green bar or red bar. And he talks about how that would have follow through to most of the time. So what Oliver taught me was not only focus on EMAs and those things, but really try to see what the candles are telling you. And he always talks about how easy concepts are very, very powerful. So from him, I learned to make things easy. And I learned that trading shouldn't be so difficult, so complicated. And the easier that I make the process, the more I could focus on the price actions. So all of that I owe to Oliver Velez. All right, friends, so I'm going to head over to my Muay Thai session, then jump on the charts, see how the market is doing before the London Open, and then we will continue our conversation again. Hey.
Go.
So yesterday I took this 90 tick trade that I want to share with you. This is for Thursday, January 16. And when I came on the chart, I saw a clear direction to the upside. So as you can see here, the price action is just telling you that it wants to go higher. So when I see this, I don't want to go the other way. I don't want to go try to guess the top and try to go reverse to what the trend is. So basically coming in, I wanted to only look for an opportunity to go long. So I was kind of monitoring the 1 hour chart, which is really my ideal time frame to look for direction. And I was just monitoring every single hour. So, coming into the chart at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, you see that the price is just consolidating. Around 2 p.m., we saw this liquidity grab. So you could see this big liquidity grab. So the price came, grabbed all of the liquidity from the downside, and then pushed back up. So this was a sign for me to go long. And also this happened around 2 p.m. Vietnam time, which is my ideal time to trade. I really love taking a position right before the London session starts. Taking this position, we're gonna also be followed by volume from London coming in. In addition to support resistance line, which is my blue lines here, I have a very simple way of determining support and resistance. And if you haven't watched the previous video, definitely check it out. There was a clear direction to the upside. There was a liquidity grab, a reason to go long, and with clear targets. So my targets here were that resistance line as well as the liquidity, which is the last Friday's high. So this was really combined that with the fact that we were just getting into London session, it was a no-brainer. So I took that position right here. I got here long as soon as the second hourly candle broke the liquidity grab candle, which is the one right here. So I took long, and my take profit was basically the high of previous Friday. So yeah, this was a 90 tick trade, really no stress. As you can see, as soon as the London session came, the volume kicked in and we hit that beautiful take profit right there. So now going into today, and right now it's actually 2 p.m. as well in Vietnam. When I go on the daily chart, I see that we have this big candle here for a daily yesterday. So again, I don't want to go against that. I don't want to say that that is the top and try to go short. There's really no reason to go short today. So the only thing I'm looking at, again, just like yesterday, is a reason to go long. So when I'm coming out on the 1 hour chart here, we could see that short term, we are going down. Again, I'm not trying to guess the top and go against the trend. So I'm only looking at longs, and an ideal position would be around my support and resistance lines. So today I'm only looking for longs, and if I see something and I take a position, I'm gonna let you know. So after all my research, I came across futures, and I realized that futures solved a lot of the issues that I was having with trading stocks. For one, there is barely any price gaps, and the reason for that is that futures market is open almost 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So from Sunday night until Friday, the market is open. And also with futures, you have the ability to trade different sessions. And the beauty of being in Asia is that you have the ability to trade all three. So in the morning, the Asia session starts. In the early afternoon, London session starts. And then in the evening, New York session starts. So that's the amazing thing of being in Asia and trading futures. The other great thing about futures is that you could literally focus on one thing only. So unlike stocks that I had to look at so many different tickers, with futures, I only look at one instrument, which is gold. And the other thing that I really love about futures market is that there is barely any spreads, which means that when I place a market order, it is almost always exactly at the price that I want. And the reason for that is that futures market is a highly centralized market and is very liquid. And around this time is when I was introduced to prop firm trading, and for me, it was mind-blowing. I couldn't believe that you could take a challenge, pass it and be able to trade a firm's money instead of my own capital. And that is when I realized that this was the opportunity that I was waiting for. But it wasn't easy. Let me explain. Getting funded takes both time and discipline because not only do you have to be a profitable trader, but you also have to follow the rules of the prop firms. So you have your maximum contracts you could trade, you have your daily loss limit, you have your max loss, and all kinds of rules. Now, this is also the time that I was introduced to my third mentor, who is Aaron from Aaron Trades. Now, not only is Aaron an amazing trader, but he also primarily focuses on gold, which was really helpful for me. I've learned so much from him over the last few months, but the biggest thing that I've learned is the concept of liquidity grab. And the way Aaron puts it is that almost always before price makes the next move, it has to come and grab some liquidity. So that became my entry model. So besides support and resistance and all of the analysis that I do, the reason for me to enter a trade is always based on liquidity grab. And I have Aaron to thank for that. So that's when my journey with prop firms began. So I started with a $50,000 top step challenge, and that took me a couple of months to pass. So once I was able to get my first $50,000 top step funded account, I basically repeated that same process and got 3 more funded accounts. So as of today, I have 4 $50,000 top step funded accounts for a total of $200,000 in funding. So my personal style of trading is kind of a mesh and blend of all of the 3 mentors that I mentioned, as well as the things that I learned over the years from YouTube videos to courses. So it really became kind of my own strategy that fits my personality the best. And I think that's what's unique about trading as well, is that there's not really one right answer. You know, you're gonna learn from different people, and all of your learning is gonna get combined into something unique that is unique to you, that works for you. And I think that's what's pretty fascinating about day trading. So that, you guys, is basically a summary of my trading journey in the last 4 years, and also how I got $200,000 in funding. It wasn't an easy road by any means, but it's absolutely worth it. Now, to be fair, even though I secured this 6-figure funding in 4 months, this was the result of 4 years of refining my skills, learning, and also experience in the market. Alright guys, so if this video brought some value to you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and in the comment section, let me know what is your next trading goal. I'd love to hear about it. See you next time.